Part two. Okay, so, like I said, you have to be ready. Everybody has a plan to the punch in the mouth. And the thing is about that is that, as Bruce Lee is quoted for saying, everything you obtained is meant to be forgotten so that you can flow swiftly through combat. 1,000% true. Because when I was 15 in those fights I was talking about, the only thing I remember was fear. That was the only thing I felt every time, was fear. And fear can be good and bad at the same time. The fear that motivates you to move, your fight or flight, and you mostly fight, then you're good. The fear that motivates you to not move is bad. And that fear gets your ass dead, so you don't want that fear. But it's okay to have a little bit of fear, because fear can either save your life or cost you your life. And you better hope that you have the one that saves your life, not the one that costs you your life. Because those things do happen. There is a petrified fear where you're just fucking frozen. And there's never a good time for that. Okay, if you run into a Bigfoot in the woods, yeah, that's acceptable. But if you're in a street fight and you and your boys all about to rumble and you freeze, everybody else is fighting their own one guy, and your guy's coming right at you, bam! He's done leveled you and he's just pounding the fuck out you. You froze and you die. Or you didn't die, but you're about to, because you're not fighting back. You're unconscious. Your friends are beating up his friends, so one of them notices you, and that'll be the saving grace that saves your ass, because he'll throw his enemy's friend into him, and then he'll be taking on two people, and then eventually somebody will probably drag your ass to safety. So you need to be ready for that, because fights happen. They really do. There's not a whole lot of ways around fighting outside of what I said at first. Walk away as many times as you can until you can. Now, as they taught me when I was younger, and before the Green Beret was training me when I was wearing their covers, first off, a good run is better than a bad stand. Sometimes you have to run. When someone has a gun or a knife, run or submit. Alright? And the reason why I'm going to tell you that is, you can't outfight a bullet. Alright? And this is why I made the second part of the video. I love Instagram. I'm on Instagram. The problem with some of the martial art videos I saw there, and I'm not here to put anybody down, I may have some questionable motives to some of the shit that I see. As a teenager, when I took Taekwondo with Mr. Ennis, he did teach us with rubber knives and plastic guns. And I understand the video with the kid with the knife and the plastic gun, but the gun looked like a real revolver to me, and that kind of freaked me out a bit. Because I don't think they make plastic revolvers that color. But the kids handle it pretty well, and I'm okay with the kids being able to handle it, and I think kids should learn how to defend themselves against knives. But in real life, and because I'm in some form of veteranhood, I know for a fact that if someone has a gun, this is not a safe distance, and they're going to shoot me because they have time to aim. This is not a safe distance, because they still can shoot me because they have time to aim. This is a headshot. It's still not a safe difference, and though I do have a fighting chance, I'm probably going to be so scared that I'm going to be shitting on myself not wearing the dark pants that I might die from fright, or I might try something like boom and do something stupid. The problem is that this guy has a gun. You don't know if it's loaded. You don't know how scared this guy is, because most people who are robbing you, they're robbing you because they're desperate, and they're scared as fuck that you're going to have I'm a superhero syndrome, and that's when shit gets messy. Give them your wallet. You can cancel your credit cards. You can get your money back at some point, at some time. You might not get it back from that asshole, but you can get your money back, and your life is a little bit more important than trying to be a superhero, okay? Because, honestly, I learned how to do it. I honestly, truly, the guy learned how to do it. I don't fucking recommend it. I damn sure don't recommend you training with children. I really don't. Although, honestly, children shouldn't be playing with guns or knives. But in a training scenario, I'm okay with the knife. I'm truly okay with the knife. I'm not okay with the gun. Because guns discharge. Even accidentally, they discharge. And when you're fighting somebody over a gun, you're not going to be able to remember that the safety switch is on the right side of the gun. And if you have your hand in the trigger wall, you're going to get shot. If you're struggling over the gun and you don't clock that safety with your thumb and your hand's in the trigger wall and it slips, or he pulls the trigger because his hand was in the trigger wall, you're done. So here's the reality of that. You know, if they got a gun, give me all your money. It's all yours. Take that shit. But since I don't carry money on me, there's not a whole lot that he can get from me. He can have my military card, my credit cards, debit cards, whatever the hell they are. He's not going to get the code from me. You know, he can take them and try to withdraw the shit because I don't really ever carry my codes with me unless I'm going one place where I know I'm going to need to get cash. If I'm not going to need to get cash, it's because I already have cash on me, and I generally only carry cash most of the time. But most people know who I am, so I'm not really worried about some jackass coming up to me and saying, "Hey James, I seen your fucking video, nigga. I'm going to take your money." Now, I'm a little bit of a macho guy. I'm a strong believer that my shit will work, but I'm also not an idiot. You know, I would just go ahead and give it to him. Like, go ahead, take the money. I said, but you got two problems. I said, I'm gonna give you this money, but you better back out of here. I said, because if you turn your back on me for a split second, not only am I gonna get your money, I'm gonna get my money back, and I'm going to break your back, and I'm gonna wait for the cops. I'm gonna call them with your cell phone and let them know that you fucking attacked me. And what's left of you is going to be waiting for them with my ass sitting on top of you. Come quickly. Now, I work these scenarios out in my head all the time. This is one problem. They're scenarios. Scenarios don't always play out like they do in your head. They don't always play out like they do in the movies because the movies are very choreographed. Your head is very choreographed. The reality of that shit is, give me your money and let them go. I am the exception to the rule. I work hard for what little bit of money I've got. The Army doesn't pay me shit. And if you're like this, and you get my money, you pick it up. This is your only way out. Well, turning your head like that, if I'm close enough to you when you turn your head like that, I'm on you. When you get right here, and you get to, like, say there's a corner of the building, and you got me drawn, you dip around that corner, you better be the Flash. You better be able to run like a motherfucker. And because of my hip, you're free to go. But if you are right here and you get my money and you take your eyes off of me, you're going to get a knee to the face. Because if I'm right next to you, if I'm like this close to you, where it's go time, and I drop my money at your feet, and you bend down to get it, and the second you take your head down to look at that damn money, BAM! You're getting it. I don't give a fuck. I ain't worried about that fucking gun. The only damn thing you can do with it is kill me if you get the chance. If you don't recover from that knee to the fucking head, you know, I'm good to go all damn day. Because after you go down, I'm kicking the gun the fuck away from you, or I'm going to stand on your wrist that has the gun. And I'm going to grind right up in this pressure point artery area. I'm going to grind my damn foot until I can't. While you're wheeling in pain, you're going to be doing two things. You're going to either be firing off a shot, trying to adjust your wrist to shoot me, or you're going to be trying to grab my foot with your other hand, or trying to kick me with whatever loose body part you got from recovery, if you get up and recover from this knee to the bridge of your fucking nose. Because you have a gun, I'm meeting you where I know I'm going to kill you or hurt you bad enough that you can't hurt me. Now, that's because you be in striking distance. Now, the only time I won't do something that's stupid is if I have company. If I have a girl with me or a child, you know, you got it, buddy. Take that shit and go. I'll be your bitch today. I will be the bitch today. But if there's a guy in the sky, I will remember your face until I die. And I will find you. If the cops don't find you before I find you, I will find you. And to quote Mel Gibson from the movie Witness, if I'm hunting you down, you better kill yourself before I find you. Because I'm coming with everything I've got. And when I find you, I'm not going to find you in an environment that you're expecting. Alright? You think I'm going to come to your house where the hunter becomes the hunted? Nah, that's not me. I know how bad my luck is. So what's going to happen is I'm going to encounter your ass somewhere where there's a bunch of people in public, and you won't have your weapon on you then, because people won't know that you did it. You'll be living your innocent little life, and I'm gonna walk right smack dead into your world, and you're not even gonna know what happened. You're not even gonna remember that you did that shit to me, and I'm going to grab you and beat the living shit out of you, because that's how bad my luck is. You're like, all right, well, that happened 6 months ago when I was hard up for money. I said, well, not only did you get an ass whooping, but you also confessed to it. So it's gonna come out in my favor one way or the other. But if I'm by myself, I don't have a little kid with me or a girlfriend, and I drop my wallet at your feet, you gotta bend down to pick it up. Because you're gonna tell me to give you my money that I've earned. And I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm gonna throw it at your feet. I'm not gonna put it in your hands. I may think about putting it in your hands, because if I put it in your free hand and I can get the gun from you, like, because most people are right-handed, that's why I did that. So if I can get the gun, if I can put it in your hand, if you're right-handed, you're not gonna switch to your left hand to take the money. You're gonna make me put it in your left hand. And so I'm gonna have to reach over to your left hand to get it. Alright? So I have two options now. I can give you the money and not get shot. I can give you the money and get shot. Because there's a high possibility that you're gonna squeeze that fucking trigger when I do something like put the money here and knock your hand out the way and jab you in the throat with my fist. Because I have to cross my body and I have to cross your body, which means the gun's gonna be right somewhere in this radius. So I'm gonna have to be quick as fuck. So unless I do it a smart way, like have my money in the right hand, which is almost impossible because I put everything over here in my left pocket. Only things in my right pocket is my phone and my car keys and my cigarette lighter. So if I have to get my wallet, put my wallet out, put it over in this hand, and put it in your hand right here, I got a fighting chance of grabbing your wrist, headbutting you in your chest, your throat, or your head, and getting the gun out of your hand. Because you're not going to think that I'm going to do something that fucking stupid. Which again, if I have a little kid or a girl with me, I'm not going to do something that fucking stupid, because if your finger's in the trigger wall, one of them is guaranteed to get shot. Because my luck is just that bad. One of them is guaranteed to fucking get shot because of my ignorance. Now, that's the dumb way to do it. The smart way to do it is throw my money at your feet. If this guy's by himself, he's got to bend down to pick up my money. And he's like, I got to pick up your money. So if he doesn't look at me the entire time, if he drops his eyes for 1 second to pick up that wallet, he's done. Because I'm going to knee him dead in the goddamn face. And I'm going to take this side of my knee to this side of his fucking skull. And I'm going to do it with everything that is holy. I'm going to pray to God that nobody gets hurt except for the asshole who took my money. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, why did I say that? Because I watched an Instagram video of a guy that's got kids disarming people. And the moves are sound, the moves are feasible, and they work. The problem is, people carrying guns are unfucking predictable. And it's not as easy to disarm a person with a gun as you think. Those scenarios that they did, they work. I don't recommend you teaching that shit to kids. And I'm not putting the guy who made the video down. I'm not doing that by any means necessary. The shit worked, it worked. But the reality of that shit is that most of the time, if a person's got a gun on you, they're more scared of what you're gonna do, which is why you get shot, than what you're not gonna do. Alright? And the reason that is, hey, I've had some guns pulled on me. I've never been mugged, but I've had guns pulled on me. And it was from one of my cousins. And one of my brothers and my cousin's cousins were playing a dirty joke on me with the cherry bomb. I've never been afraid to die. Because we're all going to die. That's just a given. We're all leaving this earth at some point, at some time. Nobody's promised tomorrow, and all of us are going the hell up out of here one way or another. When your time is up, your time is up. And when they did that, you know, I did one of these numbers because the guy was point blank range. You know, I had plenty of time to grab the gun then. You know, and when the gun / cherry bomb went off, I thought that he missed. Gun wasn't loaded for one, which was a blessing on my half because I'm slightly stupid, and I was pissed off like a motherfucker. Why did this happen? Why would family do that? And so I straight told him, "You fucking dead, buddy. You done put the gun out on me. You done pulled the trigger at point blank range, and you missed. And you think you're just gonna fucking walk away?" Now, again, in their defense, the gun was not loaded, and it was a cherry bomb that went off. And granted, I almost shit in my pants. But after the anger set in, I didn't give a fuck anymore that the gun wasn't there. Because you don't play with guns. You damn sure don't draw guns on family. So, that was that. And when it comes down to guns, like I said, I was trained by Mr. Ennis also on how to take a gun from a person in combat. The problem is, when I got to the Army, first thing they told us was, don't believe that shit on TV. Because if you ever had that shit taught to you in a dojo by a professional, it's probably not a good idea for you to even let that be an afterthought. But a lot of people don't know how to teach you how to disarm a person in a dojo. A lot of people don't teach you how to disarm a knife-wielding suspect in a dojo. So, let me give you a quick thing about that while we're here. Your arm is designed to go 3 ways. Technically it's 4. But up, down, left, right. And it's designed by your wrist and your knee. This right here doesn't go that way. So when you're cutting, you need to watch the wrist, because the hand is quicker than the eye. So you need to watch the wrist and the shoulder, because you're going to see that shoulder move before you see the hand. By the time you see the hand, you're already standing. So you're going to have to watch that shoulder. That shoulder pops, they're standing. That shoulder even remotely moves when they step. They're cutting, they're stabbing, they're doing something, and you need to be well aware that you're going to get cut, possibly stabbed, and you need to be prepared for that. Now, they go this way. X block is great, but you can still get cut because they have 2 hands. Because they might cut, drop the knife, and then cut you again. It does happen. They can come this way. X block is great, but you're going to need a little bit more. So you block, grab, twist, pull for judo, and stab them in the stomach. That's one way of doing it. Block, kick, pull, knee, elbow in the back. They still have the knife. You still have their hand with the knife. But they have 2 hands. If you're doing all of this, they may drop the knife and cut across their body to cut you. There's 1,000 possibilities of you getting stabbed. They're cutting from left to right. They're slashing at you. You need to avoid until you can't. And if your back's against the wall, you have a problem. So you need to learn how to use the wall. You know how to use everything in your arsenal that your sensei should give you long before you leave that damn dojo. Your sensei should work these scenarios with you instead of teaching you horse dance. It's common sense that if you're not a fighter, you do have to start at the beginning. That's not my beginning. My beginning is boxing. My beginning is you're going to be in a boxing stance. You're just going to get the feel for moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're going to get the feeling for throwing out a jab. You're going to get the feeling for throwing out a hook. And then another jab. So jab, jab, hook, jab, jab, hook. Jab, 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 jab. Jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. You're going to get the feeling of learning how to use your hands first. Then we'll work on maybe some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because I kind of suck at it, so I can only teach you what I was taught, which doesn't mean shit, because like I said, I kind of suck at it. I can roll with the best of them, and if they are smokers or asthmatics or someone who has a cardiac arrhythmia or some kind of problem, then I can probably beat them. But if they're like professional BJJ people and they have a little bit more experience than me, they're probably going to mount the forward. Let's keep that shit real. Now, if we're standing up, it's going to be like I'm Chuck Liddell. We're standing up, I'm keeping this bitch up as long as I can. Now, because I have some friends who have friends in MMA, and they finally got my weight class, and I'm crippled, so no one's going to let me fight legally, I will tell you that when I learned this one thing about MMA, which has probably permanently disqualified me forever, because I'm not a ground and pounder. I'm not. I'm a straight up stand up guy. I can wrestle. I can BJJ. But I prefer stand up fight. I'm either going to box you or I'm going to kick the shit out of you. I'm going to do one of those. I'm not going to try to take it to the ground. Not happening. Because I don't know what your wrestling level is. I don't know what your velocity of taps are. I don't know what your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game is. I only know what I'm capable of doing. I can't look at a fighter offhand and say, okay, this guy, he's strong and he's got 20 BJJs and no losers. I can't say that. But I can say that if I can recognize your style, I can combat it, and if I'm blessed, or if my skill level is as good as I hope it is, I can beat your ass. So, if you're going to come in for a double leg takedown, which is a wrestling move and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu move, I'm going down on your skull. Now, what I learned a few years ago, and this has to be the last video because I'm sure my battery is about to die, when you're coming in for a scoop, what I was taught in fighting, which is not legal now, is to clap. So these here and these here, chest and spine, and we're not allowed to do that. So what I'm gonna do is simple. If you're coming in for the double leg takedown, I'm right boxing you straight down. You're not touching me. Now, if by chance you get that and you're trying to mount me and shit, we're not having that. I'm coming up from under you, even if I gotta do an illegal move and headbutt you in the crotch. Now, in a real fight, everything goes. So I'm going to close out with that. In a real fight, everything goes and you need to be ready. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Advocate number 2. Be seeing you.